Nice.
And then, before my turn's done, I'd like to inspire in a bardic way. Fucking Heskar.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm just, in order to do it, I just give him a big, loud, wailing, fucking hell rock and roll guy, dad rock voice. Fucking, yeah, just hardcore.
Roddy James Dio. Just,
yeah. Not too long in the midnight battle.
Yeah, what do you say exactly? I'm just curious.
Yelp.
Big ass. Yeah. But like, but cooler.
but I don't know.
Okay.
That's top tier.
Just for shits and giggles, give me a performance check.
That's true.
Oh, I have to do a performance check?
You inspire him either way. This is just gonna, how you roll will depend on what kind of performance you give.
Nice.
Whoa! It's another one for the record books, like my last one.
Perfect in this.
Seeing the carnage around you, you are inspired by some of the stories that you'd heard in your childhood from your mother of a famous bard who, in one of his many, many adventures that you'd heard of, fought a legion of undead in one of the levels of hell itself. And you picture this image up in your mind, and it's the most metal fucking thing you've ever heard of. And with these skeletons all around you, you somewhat inspire yourself to jump up on one of these pews, like a foot up on the back and foot on the seat, like Captain Morgan stance, and you just give like this strong fist to Heskar and just yeah, give out this metal yell that just travels across the room, and your inner Ronnie James Dio is more than satisfied.
Good.
That's your patron.
Hold the fake microphone like fucking Glenn Danzig. That'd be perfect. I love it.
It's fucking
Perfect.
heavy metal noise is
Wait,
what it's playing.
What was your?
That's what the guy was singing in hell.
D4 or D6?
Inspiration is. I said you fucking come on, yeah!
Just so we don't get copyright infringement, get it out there.
Less than a minute.
It's okay. Yeah, it's less than a minute. You're good.
Alright, so having moved out from your covered position in between the two pews, another crossbow bolt comes through the shattered window, hitting you in the back. 16, I'm guessing, hits you.
Yes, it does.
Me? Yeah, dude.
It's like that moment in Beauty and the Beast when, like, the fight's all going good and everything's going well, and then all of a sudden he gets stabbed in the side with the knife, and you're like, no, son of a bitch! It was so cool, but then it was not. That's what happens to you, Hingman, where you're having this moment of inspiring your fellow with just one of the most epic metal moments anyone has ever seen, and all of a sudden a crossbow bolt, like anime style, you are silhouetted against a white background, just strikes you in the back.
It's a true tragic moment.
Mm-hmm.
8 piercing damage as it punctures through one of your ribs and into one of your lungs. You can start to feel the hot liquid filling up and pouring out of the wound in your back.
The hot liquid pouring out.
Roger's got the inner anime monologue going.
What's
Can't end it like this! Not like this!
You can't end it like this.
No, he's doing the fucking indie voice.
How?
Incredible power!
Nani?
My love.
Oh,
Be by my side.
I mean, that was a great solo, but I'm not like that. I'm sorry.
Bitch, I wasn't talking to you.
You did just
It's a metaphorical of my My instruments.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
Not my
That's
loot.
what it is. Well, it's my lute's an instrument, my dude. I don't know. Last time I checked.
Oh, that's not.
All right. Heskar, go ahead.
All right. Very, very pissed off that a just perfect solo was interrupted. I am going to just turn and, roaring as I do, swing at the skeleton. Let's see here.
Which one are you swinging at, by the way?
The one that's right next to me.
Okay.
On my left. And
Gotcha.
let's see here. I feel confident with a 15.
15 does hit.
All right.
Go ahead and roll that beautiful damage.
No shit. Oh, 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
No. Don't interrupt the.
You remember your strike against the skeletal dog from before, and channeling that, dude, you're making dust. You just smashed this thing on the skull, and if there was a slow motion camera, you could see individual pieces as it comes down and hits. There's fractures, there's cracks, and then it just explodes like it was hit with a megaton bomb.
I avenged you.
Good. I have poor bladder control.
Well, I can't avenge that.
Someday, maybe.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Hingman.
Oh, dude.
And that'll be... What's your HP at?
It's at 21.
Alright. I'm going to just cast it at first level. Ooh.
Okay.
You gain 7 HP back.
Nice.
Dude. Nice.
I just turn around. For you.
For you.
For you. I'm off key.
Today's word of healing is, God damn it!
What's
What?
up?
Who's damaging?
So you feel the warm sensation come over you with the remark from your dragonborn friend, the stalwart one, as always.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks, Brad.
Throw him a shot.
And you're not moving at all, are you, Heskar?
I am going to actually step closer to my Hing dude, and I kind of take up a defensive position between the other skeleton and him.
I peer through his
Right on.
legs.
And I look back at you, and I'm like, "That's not an invitation."
That's what she said.
You
just like
hitting
you
the
keep
tendies
looking up
again.
at
That's
him.
probably what she said.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck. Alright.
Why do you have 7?
Oh, what the hell?
It was like you do not have 7 luck.
I
fucking
know.
busted.
How did that happen?
I wondered about that earlier, but then I also didn't care enough to ask.
I don't know.
Slap.
Yeah, no, I had
That's
7
not
luck.
What's in the
Alright.
box?
It's Nox's turn now.
What's in the Nox?
What's in the knife?
I was holding my action, but I'm just gonna trigger it on the guy that jumped through the window
Triggered.
right there. Ping him, yep, that one.
Okay. Ice knife, go.
Ice knife gone. That probably doesn't hit him, but it does explode. So it does 7 cold damage.
Where's the point
Oh,
of impact?
it's not a you aim it at a target and then everything within a 5-foot radius has to make a
Right.
dexterity saving throw.
But I aimed it at him, so it's...
Right, no, that's fine. That's like the origin point of it. What's your spell save DC?
Who's mine?
Yeah,
Give me
because
a
that's
sec.
what he's got to roll against.
Yep.
So a spell save of
Hold on.
13
Did you...
Yeah, I'm.
for you, Wilson.
Are you recording on that still?
Yep.
Okay,
Still
yeah,
going.
we're good to go, Wilson.
Spell save of 13,
Alright.
Wilson.
A what?
13 for him to do the dexterity. He's got a.
For who to do the next turn?
The skeleton hit by the ice knife.
Yeah.
Oh, is the DC. I understand what you're saying. All right.
Called that skeleton hit by the ice knife.
With the spell being somewhat new to Nox, he's familiar with how it's cast and how it works, but he's still not extremely familiar with the practical physical application of casting the spell. It goes off course a little bit and hits the back of the pew next to the skeleton. So actually, Hingman and Heskar, you two need to make the dexterity saving throw as well.
Did another?
Shoot, how do
I
do
could.
But
that? Just
yeah,
tap
you
it
just
there.
mark down one spell slot.
Yeah, I'll just mark that down as a slot gone.
Okay.
The skeleton fails.
Did I do it?
He's
I
gonna go
got
ahead and take that
18,
damage.
so I passed.
On up.
You guys both pass.
Yeah, we both passed.
Suck a dick, skeletal.
All right. And you see, as both of you kind of jump back, seeing the arcane piece of ice fly over your shoulder, Hingman, literally over your shoulder. Like, you see it go clear over you. And both of you leap back in time before the explosion of this icy blast fills the immediate area around the pew, and it hits the skeleton. And as he's slowly crawling and making his way back onto his feet, you see him just, his movement slow as the ice blast hits him from one side, instantly chilling and freezing him, and the force of it actually knocking him over into the other pew.
Cool.
That's awesome. He's like,
All right, anything else for you, Nox, sir?
nope, I'm good.
Alrighty.
Oh, sweet.
And Heskar, as you've just leapt back, and you kind of give a glance and a hey back to Nox, you hear a whiz into the doorway once again, but this time it goes past you and lodges itself into the wood of the corner back here.
I don't think that's what the arrow sounds like.
That's what it sounds like when you miss.
And after the crossbow bolt lodges itself into the corner, the two of you back manning the barricade and the door feel another force of exertion as something is once again slammed against the door.
I don't think so.
Not today. Tonight.
It's not as forceful as last time, but it's consistent. You know that if these blows keep coming, no matter how hard they are, as long as it can keep up, the barricade
Blows
will
keep
eventually
coming,
come
yeah.
down.
Gotcha.
And they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
All right,
All
Wainwright, go ahead.
Let's go.
Well, I think it might be time to let the barricade down. So I want to motion to Nox to let him know to move away from the barricade as soon as he can. And I would like to mosey on over to this guy and give him a good old whack with the two-handed strike on the longsword.
Should do some hand bone.
And I think I'd like to use my last luck point to roll higher than 13.
I wish I had.
Okay.
Boning.
I wish I had these stats for this. Oh, that's right. This is it.
No.
So 18.
Nope.
18, 14, 16, 16.
So
Yep. Moving away from the door.
Man.
No, you do. You have to take the 11.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. It's sadly, it's not like advantage.
You don't get to pick.
Yeah, you have to take the new roll, no matter what it is.
Right.
Take that 11.
So, moving away from the door and the barricade, having motioned to Nox to move away as soon as he can, you advance over towards the skeleton on the ground. But in your moment of turning from communicating with Nox to focusing on your new target, you kind of misstep and you are just barely short of hitting him where you wanted to. He's able to just see you coming and move out of the way a little bit as he continues his advance towards the other two.
Loathsome cur.
Ooh, cutting words.
Anything you want to do with your bonus action?
I can't really do anything with my bonus action since I got Divine Favor going. It's a concentration ability.
Alright.
So yeah, that's my turn.
So having successfully dodged your attack, the skeleton continues forward and is going to try and attack Heskar, the one who's been smashing all the others so far.
You're getting ready with that, aren't you?
Maybe not.
But with you harrying him now, he's unable to get the sort of distance that he needs to be able to strike Heskar correctly. The rusted sword is only about half the span of a normal short sword, so he wasn't able to get within the reach that he needed to be able to strike out.
Unlucky.
Hingman,
Solid.
what are you gonna do, little man?
I'm gonna roll up to this dude, right? And then I'm gonna bust my quarterstaff out, and I'm just gonna swing on him, one-handed, hard.
Alright.
And hopefully do some.
Let's
shit.
see how hard it is.
That's what she said. It's
Mm-hmm.
It's not soft, but it's definitely not hard. It's about a quarter chub right now.
And as he is swinging out, attempting to hit Heskar, you step forward, seeing that he's short of it, and try to strike down at him. But with his wild flailing, it's like one of the basic undeads in Dark Souls. It's just swinging so wildly that it just happens to hit your quarterstaff out of the way of your strike towards it.
Mm.
Get it away, get it away, get it away.
All right, I mean,
Give it away, give it away, give it
I'm
away
good.
now.
Okay.
I'm gonna catch the crossbow bolt in the back.
No, I think it's my turn to take an arrow.
Something shot me in the ass.
Something
bit me.
Something jumped right up and bit
Something
me
bit
in the
me.
buttocks.
bit me right in the.
Crossbow bolt comes through the stained glass this time, and it flies over the heads of Hingman, Heskar, and Wainred, and lodges itself in the upper corner of where the wall meets the ceiling at this point.
Ting,
Fuck.
ting.
You don't have to check line of sight. Don't worry about it.
I was doing the arrow path.
You don't know where it's
I
coming
know.
I can see it on the screen though. Just because Wainred can't see it doesn't mean I can't see it. I'm out of character right now.
Oh, it's not bad. It's just
from. Alright.
don't be too concerned with that.
I
Like
don't know, I'm just having fun with it.
you won't need to be like perfectly lined up. I'll you know. So Heskar, it's now your turn.
The slam jams continue. I swing at the one right next to me. Come on and slam. That's a 21.
Ooh. Welcome to the jam.
That definitively hits.
God damn it.
Quit fucking up, dude.
God damn it!
Jesus.
8
Interference.
bludgeoning damage. I'll take it.
Gardetto's interference.
What's your HP at?
Not you.
You welcome him to the jam, and you show him how you come on, get up, and you slam. As you once again send him literally like scattering to the wind as you bring your mace down, this time in sort of a golf swing, right in front of Hingman, and you knock the skull off of his body, and it smashes against the door frame as the rest of him goes spilling back into the corner here, shattering against the walls themselves.
Alright. And then I will look to my dudes,
Asada.
and I'm going to try and. Why are you on me? Get off me.
That's what she said.
That's unfortunate. And I'm going to charge out and see if I can get a bead on who's all remaining outside. I'm going to charge to the doorway right here.
Doorway radiator?
Yes.
Okay. You do not have dark vision, correct?
I think you do.
I do not. No. I
No, you
actually
don't. Who does? I do.
You do.
Okay, so make me a perception check, please.
Okay.
With the rain having increased now, coming down as a full downpour, with thunder and lightning not far off.
Thunderbolt and
Is each
lightning,
round-
very, very lightning.
Is each round
14.
like a minute? Is each round?
14. The lightning is frequent enough for you to be able to see the two figures still remaining outside. One near the corner of one of the closer buildings, and one almost directly across the courtyard from you.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll just kind of holding the door. I'm gonna just stand in the doorway right there. I might. Actually, I don't know. I think I have
One
enough
round is
movement
6
to
seconds.
get back
Because it's like all of us
into the
acting as
doorway.
ones.
You think?
Oh,
I think you only moved about 15 feet, so yeah, I think you should have plenty of movement.
All right, then I'm just gonna move back in, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay,
Alright, this is gonna be a trick.
Knox.
I'm gonna cast Blur. That's my action, and then I'm just gonna move.
Ooh, that's a good spell, actually.
A really good spell.
That's nice.
Move to the adjacent wall,
You looking bag?
Finger licking.
and that's my turn.
Okay. So, as Heskar steps back inside, having gotten a better scan of what enemies are still remaining outside, you hear Heskar start chanting the incantation lowly to himself, and as you look around to follow the noise, you see where he's standing, two of him kind of split apart from each other from the one image, and they're both slightly transparent, translucent. It's hard to focus on either one of them. It's creating a sort of mirage-y after image sort of effect.
I'm like a blur.
Yeah.
I'm like a, what do you call those?
After image.
Well, that and like a mirage.
A mirage of 12.
Like the heat raising from the asphalt. You just see that rippling around my body.
Is that what you call your butt crack too?
Mirage?
No, an asphalt.
Asphalt.
Fault line
cravat,
in
my
your ass, dude.
my crevasse. My crevasse.
Crevasse.
Criteo.
The crevasse. Not all dads are your dad. So. It all makes sense.
Chod.
Trying to find a D20 that actually works for me. I'm fucking up.
Alright, and that's everything for your turn then, Knox?
Yep, that was my turn.
Oh.
Alrighty.
One roll nat 20.
You want to roll a nat 20?
No, I was rolling a bunch of D20s.
Oh,
And
okay.
this one, the first one I rolled was a nat 20.
Heskar, this time you see in a flash of lightning the crossbow bolt flying towards you from across the courtyard, but you watch as the path continues and lodges itself right on the outside of the church, right on the outer edge of the door frame.
Bitch.
Gotta mark that blind.
It would be the perfect place to leave a note if that was your mode of delivery.
That's a second level, so
Alright. So now with the barricade unmanned,
Never
Oh,
leave
no.
bears. Never leave bears unmanned. Especially when they're in a cade formation.
Bears or arcades.
Yeah, it's a bear arcade. It's a barricade.
Damn, that's awesome.
Wonder what types of games they got back there. Is there like a salmon catcher?
Yeah.
you see a large sword smash through the small pieces of furniture you had built up in front of it as a armored skeleton moves through the door.
Son of a bitch.
Goddamn skeletons, dude.
And that's all he can do at this point, having smashed the barricade. Wainwright, how do you handle this?
I would like to saunter on over and take a big ol' mighty swing at him, 2-hand
Big
style.
ol' lava dip.
And
You strike out at him, but he sees it coming and easily takes his sword and just deflects yours off wide, near Nox, sending the blade into the wall next to him. It looks like through one of the after images.
What about the before images?
Let me check something.
He just goes like,
He fucking DBZ after imaged that shit.
yeah.
Oh,
What are you
fuck,
checking
I should
on,
have done that too. I should have done that first. I wanted to use my vow of enmity on him.
Oh, you fucked up.
Yeah, I should have done
Yeah,
that
you
first,
fucked
but
up.
I'm
Yeah,
still
you
gonna
fucked
use it.
up. Yeah, you fucked up.
Still gonna use it next time
Why
on
not?
Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, I get that's my
Alrighty.
turn.
That equals burst.
Okay, dokie.
Just so you guys are aware,
And,
I cannot
Alright,
cast.
Doug, I'm gonna prance
These
on
enemies
over.
are thinning, but there is a new dancer on the dance floor.
Yeah,
I'll have disadvantage
I'm
on
gonna prance
casting.
on over to that guy.
This guy's in melee rage.
And I'm gonna take a big ass swing with him, at him, not with him, at him, single-handedly. And look at that.
That'll hit.
That'll hit, dude.
So, seeing the other two being kind of harried by this new armored skeleton, you run over there, and as you run, you ready your quarterstaff for a lunging strike, and as you get to where you need to be, you let your feet slide on the dusty linoleum, and you jab out with your quarterstaff right into its rib cage, breaking 3 of its ribs.
Nice.
They easily just snap under the force of your sliding, bludgeoning quarterstaff hit.
That's my nickname for my penis. The sliding, bludgeoning quarterstaff, dude.
All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I'm good.
Okay, dokie.
Don't you dare.
Sticky little shit.
Does a 19 hit you, Wainwright?
Yes.
All right. Crossbow bolt comes through the smashed pane of stained glass, and it flies out and hits you directly in the upper torso, in your abdomen, and punctures through you.
Ouch.
Ow!
Dealing 8 piercing damage as it digs deep into your lower abdomen, and you can feel the liquid running down your left leg now.
I do not like it when the wet red water comes out of me.
Eskar, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to step out of the doorway here. Am I able to make out that, like the silhouette, or I can see him? Kind of stepping out here?
Yeah, you still have that torch in your hand, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been holding it pretty much this entire battle, so you can see him out there, having noticed him before.
I'm charging at him, and I'm swinging with my mace. I'm 14. I'm gonna use his bardic inspiration.
Alright.
Fuck. Remembering his words. Let's see here.
His words of
17.
The story of the Holy Diver comes back to you as you meet your opponent out in the rain, and you swing your mace out and just cleave his body in two. The top half leaves the bottom half. The top half goes flying, smashing into this wall of the church, while the bottom half just crumples beneath where the top half once was.
And, let's see here. I think from where I was, I'll just kind of move back to the doorway area. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Back to Nox.
I'm gonna try to use my green flame blade.
Kid.
So the blade conjures in your hand, called from just a thought, and grasping it, you strike out against him, drawing it across his armor on his chest, and you see, even though it is an ethereal sort of object, it leaves this scarred, burned, melted sort of mark across his armor, and you can see the flesh beneath has also been such devastated by the heat and the magic of the effect.
I'm not moving, so that's my turn is just my attack.
Cool.
It's hunting season, Heskar, and you are not on the menu. Another crossbow bolt comes flying at you, but it goes through the stained glass on your right, and you can hear it thunk somewhere inside of the room ineffectively.
God damn.
They hate these stained glasses.
They hate these windows. Protect them.
Stay away from the windows.
Having been struck by this glowing green blade previously, this large skeleton turns his eyeless sockets towards you, Nox, and the bottom jaw kind of just chatters, noisily, and it's going to strike out at all three of you.
Oh no.
Thanks, dude.
With disadvantage to Nox because of his blur. You see the longsword in his hand strike out in a wide arc, attempting to cut all of you at once. But with the blur, the height difference, and the just general presence of all three of you flanking him, sort of, he swings out his arc, but the way that it first strikes Wainwright, he's able to deflect most of the velocity, and it sends the rest of the arc back towards him, leaving the rest of you unaffected. None of you harmed through that process.
Nice.
Way to go.
All right, Wainwright, go ahead.
Well, I want to
Cast
actually.
your vow.
I did that last turn. It was my bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to actually hit him this time with advantage. Fuck. Does a 13 hit?
The 13 does not hit, as you, retaliating for that blow he tried to deal all three of you, strike out with your longsword, but he brings his shield up just in time to be able to block it.
Come on, Hangman.
Deflects it off towards the ground.
I guess I'll finish my turn off by pulling that arrow out of me and casting Lay on Hands. Healing myself to full.
So how many points of lay on hands did you use?
It's 22 to 30.
When you think about Torn, you touch yourself.
So I got 4 points left.
Hey, he got it.
And he
Rough
got
Hangman.
us.
Speaking of singing, Hangman, you are up, my dude.
Yeah, dude.
Alright.
Take this guy out, man, because I ain't
Yeah,
just
dude.
blowing it.
I'm gonna come back
You
in
guys need me.
and take a big ol' swing-a-ling a ding ding with my quarter sting ding. Wasada.
Oh my god.
4 damage.
Can I hit him in the tendies with that?
He doesn't have tendies.
Well, he's got where tendies used to be.
He's all calcified. There's nothing tender in him.
Exactly.
Or on him. Or
Wait.
anywhere in him.
Does that first bludgeoning one take into account that it's
It's a
doubled?
crit. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
what the plus is in there automatically for.
Okay.
Well, he's got his one-handed damage and two-handed damage. That's what I got with my longsword too.
You're swinging that two-handed. Damn.
I said one-handed.
Yeah, I know.
I should have done it two-handed though.
Why?
You would have done 13 damage.
13 damage would have been
It does more
obliterated.
damage.
Two-handed is 1d10 instead of 1d8.
Yep.
We'll give you one.
It's all good, man.
Give you one D8.
4 damage that wasn't there before.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
All right.
Shatters pelvis.
You swing up towards where Tendies, the story of Tendies was once told, but now there's nothing to tell. And the quarterstaff smashes up into his pelvis, almost shattering it completely, but a large chunk is taken out. And you can now see that his gait is a little bit wobbly. He's having to make an effort to keep his stance of standing.
God damn.
Shit.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right.
He's coming for you, Hesker.
Does a 15 hit you, Heskar? I don't think it does.
No, it does not.
All right.
I turn that shit away.
So the crossbow bolt, this time you can see exactly who's firing it and how far away they are. So as you see him bring his crossbow up to bear, you anticipate the firing action and bring your mace up in a sort of Legolas style, just sort of block it out of the air with the strike of your mace.
Oh. Alright.
And then he's going to move to try and get into the window, but he can't fully make it there.
Can I tell what he's wearing?
I mean, you just see shreds of what might have been a former cloth or leather uniform of some kind. There are different patches that look like they were sewn for the purpose of either military or guarding. Like, there's definitely purpose to how it was made. It wasn't made for fashion or anything.
Yes, I rolled a 3.
Alright, well I figure you guys have that guy in there. I was thinking about doing something to him, but no glory stealing. I'm gonna charge at this guy. Fucking hammer time still.
Boom.
21
Oh.
to hit.
Yep, 21 hits.
8 bludgeoning damage.
You're probably going to invent a new sport with how masterfully you are executing these skeletons. You, in your movement towards him, take your mace and make it part of the momentum that you had of moving towards him. So you turn it into a sort of standing 2 feet planted in the ground, heels digging in, spinning whirlwind towards him with your mace. And as you hit him, you don't see it because of the spin, but you can hear the scattering and smashing of bones all over the area. Like from here to here, you can just hear it all over the place.
Jeez.
The brutality of it all.
I just keep swinging through and I just fucking take the mace and I just smash it straight into the fucking side of the building. His head just gone.
One of the flanges stuck in the window border.
You guys see like 2 little like pokers just poof through the wall. And then I will am I able to, through like the flashes of lightning, maybe check around, see if there's anything else around?
Yeah. Just a perception check. One more time.
19.
Yeah, with the storm being how intense it is now and there's so much lightning, it's not constantly flashing, but it's often enough that the picture is still fresh in your mind each time that you're putting all the pieces together, and there's nothing moving in the sudden moments of light. There's no change in any of your surroundings. It seems like anything outside of the building has been taken care of.
Okay. So I charge back into the room, and I'm like, that's the last one, boys! And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Your turn.
Cool.
Alright, Nox.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just try to hit him with another green flame blade. I tried.
Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that?
They all tried to cash me outside. They got what?
You caught him inside, and that was the problem.
Inside.
How about that?
How about that?
We just dated this.
In the moment of
Oh yeah.
him
God,
trying to
yeah.
strike at all three of you, you waver in the moment of maintaining your green flame blade as it sputters for just a moment in your hand, but then comes back to life.
Just using cantrips right now. I don't want to blow any other slots. So.
You should always blow your catnip first.
Yep.
And that's it for you?
Yep.
All right. Big Bubba in front is going to take some retaliation on the small target in front of him.
No.
No.
So I'm gonna stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Stick my quarterstaff.
But he's distracted by the changing of light coming from the green flame blade. So he misses on that attempt.
There we go.
How about that?
How about that?
Habada.
How about that?
How about that?
How about doobadabbity?
Wainred, you're up.
Alright. I am going to do the same thing I did 2 turns in a row, but this time I'm going to hit him.
No,
Maybe.
you're not.
Advantage 20.
Oh, that's true.
So I hit him. And since I got the, going, that's an extra 3 damage, 15. And just because I am absolutely fucking sick of this guy's goddamn shit.
What 15? It would only be 9.
No, a 2-handed swing.
No, that
So that 2-handed damage is on the on the right. 1-handed damage.
Yeah, okay. I didn't hear you say anything about two-handed.
I said I was doing the same exact thing I did 2 turns in a row.
he's not gonna remember 2.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember you attacking him.
Before the one thing, but after the other.
Just I understand that you were like stating that in a way, but just from now on, just state it like absolutely every time, so that there's
Just so there's no confusion. Gotcha.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay. And let's see, what did I do for total damage? It's 12, 13, 23, 27 damage. He did. He better be dead.
There's no shattering or explosion on this one, as the divine power takes hold of the blade in your hand. You cut through, and you can see as it cuts through. It is a cut. You're going through it as if it was a hot knife through butter. The blade goes through, and as it passes through, it leaves a momentary bright white light of divine energy, and it fades for a moment, and when it fades, you can see just an extremely clean cut just going diagonally upwards through the chest of this large entity, through its shield, and it falls to the ground in multiple pieces, and that's when the shattering happens.
You shattered him, dude.
Dude, I was sick of that shit, man. I missed 3 attacks in a row.
You cut him like a lightsaber.
Now I am the champion of the Jedi.
I feel like Wainwright would do that. He would.
Okay.
Can I do a little flourish and sheath my sword?
Damn it. You
Sure.
kill yourself.
Dexterity check.
I've sheathed my sword a few times. You two know.
What'd you say, Wilson?
Dexterity check.
Okay.
If you fucking cut yourself, I'm not healing you.
I still got one more spell slot.
It's advantage. I don't know. If that's...
You slay the foe before you, and then looking at your fellows around you, you say, "I am the champion." And you try to do your flourish, but it slips out of your hand and falls onto the ground. The radiant light leaving it the moment it leaves your hand, and the loud clatter kind of breaks the ominous moment that has preceded this little hiccup.
I would like to pick it up and sheath it like normal. Pretend like that
spit
never
on it
happened.
now.
Don't even acknowledge it.
It's got some Nox spit on it.
Spit on it.
I wipe Nox's spit off the blade using Nox's cloak.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Don't fucking touch me.
Okay.
My spit was like 10 feet
athletics
away from
or
him.
acrobatics to get away from him, Nox.
Acrobatics.
Oh god.
Little old man doing a
And,
flip.
You just, like,
Here comes a net.
dexterity from you, Wainwright, to be able to grab onto it, like just his cloak as he's trying to pull away from you.
Just a normal dexterity.
Well, no, it's acrobatics.
You gotta do acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics. Okay.
So I got a 14.
19.
Oh, he got away.
Ooh, spry.
You see where he is, and you try to reach out for the cloak, but he just deftly moves in a pivot, getting it way out of your reach.
I'm still
before you can
blurred
even
too,
get to
so
Yeah,
That's right. Well, he's still blurred as well. So I don't know, I spit at one of the things, one of the images of Nox, just in frustration.
Nox is just like, blurred lines.
And as you spit, you're sure that it's going to hit. Like, you know that he's blurred, but you think you've figured it out, and you're sure that it's going to hit him right smack in the face, but it just sails right through one of the images and smacks against the wall behind him.